Welcome, dear children. History, Standard 6th, Lesson number 10, Ancient India Cultural. Language and Literature. There was an uninterrupted literary tradition in ancient India. This literature was produced in the Sanskrit, Ardhamagadi, Pali, and Tamil languages. It included religious literature, treatises on grammar, epics, plays, stories, etc. Sangham literature. Sangham means a gathering of learned men. The literature compiled in such gatherings is known as Sangham literature. It is the most ancient literature in Tamil. Silapadhikaram and Manimekhalai are two of its well known epics. From Sangam literature, we learn about the political and social life in South India during the period. Religious literature. The important texts include Agam Granth, Tipitaka, and Bhagavad Gita. The Jain Agam Granthas are written in the Prakrit languages of Ardhamagadi, Shaurseni, and Maharashtri. The Agam Granthas are a collection of the teachings of Vardhaman Mahavir. Literary works like Mahapuranas, biographies, stories, etc., are available in the Apabhramsa language. Tipitaka. Tipitaka has three pitakas or parts. The word pitaka means a basket or collections. Here it means a section. The Tipitaka is written in Pali. It consists of three categories of texts. Sutta Pitaka. It includes the texts of Gautama Buddha's teachings or sermons. They are called suttas. Next is Vinay Pitaka. The word Vinay here means rules. The Vinay Pitaka gives the rules of behavior which bhikkhus and bhikkhunis in the Buddha Sangh should follow in their day to day lives. Abhidhamma Pitaka. In this, Buddhist doctrine has been explained. A text titled Attakatha Arthakatha, which explains the Tipitakas, is well known. Learned women composed gathas, narratives about their own experiences. They have been compiled in the Theri Gatha. They are in the Pali language. The Bhagavad Gita, which is a sacred text of the Hindus, is a part of the Mahabharata. The Bhagavad Gita tells us that each one of us should do our duty without expecting rewards. It also says that the path of devotion to God is open to all. Treatises on grammar. Ashtadhyayi, written by the grammarian Panini, is considered to be the standard work on Sanskrit grammar. Patanjali wrote Mahabhashya. It explains the principles given in Panini's Ashtadhyayi. Arsha and classical epics. Ramayana and Mahabharata are the two Arsha epics of ancient India. Arsha means composed by rishis or sages. The Ramayana was composed by the Rishi Valmiki. The main character of Ramayana is Shri Ram. Mahabharata has been composed by the sage Vyas. Its main theme is the war between the Kauravas and Pandavas. It also tells us about Lord Krishna's life. Theatre. India has an ancient tradition of telling a story through songs, music, and dance. These arts have been discussed in great detail in the Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni. When these arts are presented with supporting dialogues, they are known as theatre. Narrative literature. In the ancient times, storytelling was used to educate people through entertainment. Gunadhya's Bruhat Katha, written in a language called Paishachi, is well known. Panchatantra, composed by Pandit Vishnu Sharma, is an excellent example of narrative literature. This text has been translated into many languages. Similarly, Bauddha Jataka tales are also very well known. Thank you.